Have you ever imagined that something as simple as taking a bath at the wrong time could secretly open the door to poverty, fatigue, and laziness in your life? This may sound shocking. It may even sound like superstition or an old wives' tale. But according to the testimonies and writings about Saint Padre Pio, one of the most extraordinary saints of the 20th century, there are hidden truths in the most ordinary habits of our daily lives. Padre Pio, a man gifted with visions, spiritual insight, and the ability to see into the depths of the human soul, once warned about certain actions that might seem harmless but, in reality, could alter the course of a person's life. Among these, there is one peculiar yet powerful warning. Be careful when you take a bath. Most of us believe that bathing is purely a matter of hygiene, relaxation, and refreshment. And yes, that is true up to a point. But Padre Pio pointed out that the danger does not lie in the act itself. Instead, it lies in the timing. There are specific hours of the day when bathing is not only harmful to the body but can also weaken the spirit, draining away your motivation, clouding your thoughts, and pulling you into a subtle but destructive state of laziness. Think about it. There are times when your energy-filled, your physical and spiritual defenses are at their lowest. At these moments, taking a bath washes away not only dirt but also the natural balance of your inner strength. The result, fatigue creeps in. You find yourself unable to concentrate, postponing tasks, or struggling with a strange heaviness in your mind. At first, you dismiss it as ordinary tiredness, but over time, these small patterns grow. Laziness sets in, opportunities slip away, and little by little, poverty begins to follow like a shadow. Padre Pio often emphasized that the body is the temple of God. To care for it means more than eating or sleeping. Well, it also means respecting its rhythms in harmony with divine order and nature's design. When we act against that natural order, even in something as simple as bathing at the wrong time, we unknowingly invite disruption into our lives. The frightening part is that most people never notice. They live day by day, thinking that their struggles are the result of stress, bad luck, or lack of opportunity. But in reality, these invisible chains may be connected to something as unexpected as when they choose to bathe. Many who have listened to Padre Pio's wisdom claimed that when they changed this habit, they discovered new clarity, energy, and even breakthroughs in their work and spiritual life. In the next part of this series, we will uncover exactly which time of the day you must never, ever take a bath, because that is the moment Padre Pio warned could open the door to laziness, loss, and poverty. If this revelation surprised you, make sure to hit the like button and leave a comment below with your thoughts, so I'll know you're still with me on this journey. Trust me, the truth in the next part will shock you even more. There are certain hours in the day that seem harmless, but in truth, they act as hidden gateways leading to exhaustion, stagnation, and even loss. Padre Pio often reminded people that human beings do not live only through the body, but also through energy and the soul. Every action, no matter how ordinary, can create an impact far beyond what we imagine. Among these actions, one of his strongest warnings was directed at something most of us overlook: bathing at the wrong time. So, when is the most dangerous time? According to testimonies and traditions surrounding Padre Pio, it is believed to be at midnight and the early hours before dawn. This is the moment when the human body is at its weakest point. Your breathing slows, your heartbeat softens, and your natural energy falls into its lowest rhythm. If you choose to bathe at this time, your body faces sudden shock, your defenses weaken, and something much deeper is disturbed: the invisible shield that protects your spirit. Many people have shared strange experiences after bathing late at night. They felt unusually tired, heavy in the mind, and unable to wake up with motivation the next day. At first, they thought it was simply from staying up too late or being exposed to cold water. But as this habit repeated, it grew into something more dangerous, a constant state of laziness. Tasks were delayed, discipline vanished, and slowly but surely, poverty began to creep into their lives. Padre Pio once said, "When the soul is weakened, the devil whispers more easily. When the body is fragile, man loses the strength to resist temptation." His words pointed directly to the fact that bathing during these forbidden hours is like opening a door for negativity to enter. Once laziness and spiritual fatigue take over, poverty and struggle follow naturally. Remember, in Christian tradition, as in many cultures, the night is considered the time when darkness is most active. To bathe at such hours is not only a physical risk, it becomes a spiritual one as well. The cold that seeps into your body mirrors the gloom that seeps into your thoughts. Day after day, you may find yourself losing enthusiasm, faith, and opportunities that were once within reach. On the other hand, those who adjusted this habit claim they experienced a remarkable shift. By avoiding late night or early morning baths, they woke up feeling lighter, clearer, and more energized. Work flowed more smoothly, and doors of blessing began to open unexpectedly. Some call it coincidence, but many believe it is the hidden truth in Padre Pio's warning, a truth that aligns body, mind, and spirit with divine order. In the next part, we will dive deeper into the mystery. Why exactly does bathing late at night drain energy and invite laziness and poverty? And more importantly, is there a way to reverse the negative effects if you've already fallen into this habit? If this revelation has sparked something within you, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment below. Your words may inspire someone else to break free from a habit that seems harmless but could be silently stealing their blessings. When people hear Padre Pio's warning about bathing at the wrong time, the first question that often arises is, how could such a simple action have such a deep effect on both the spirit and the material life of a person? To understand this, we must look at it from three perspectives: biological, psychological, and spiritual. First, from a biological perspective, the human body follows a rhythm known as the circadian cycle, the natural body clock. At night, especially between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., the body enters its deepest state of rest. Body temperature drops, blood pressure decreases, and the immune system begins a vital process of repair. If, at this fragile moment, you suddenly expose yourself to water, your body suffers a shock, circulation is disrupted, and your health may be weakened. More than that, this shock interrupts the natural restorative cycle, leaving you sluggish, unfocused, and unprepared for the work of the next day. From a psychological perspective, nighttime is meant to calm the mind and reset emotions. Bathing late at night disrupts this process. Instead of providing relaxation, it unsettles the mental state, creating confusion and fatigue. Slowly, this grows into a habit of procrastination. Tasks that should be done today are postponed to tomorrow, and tomorrow to the next day. Without realizing it, a person slips into the grip of laziness, losing discipline and control over their own life. On the spiritual level, Padre Pio's warning takes on even greater depth. In the hours of the night, the human soul is often at its weakest and most vulnerable to negative influence. Water, normally a sacred symbol of cleansing, becomes a double-edged sword when used at the wrong time. Instead of purify, it strips away the protective layer of energy around the person, leaving space for heaviness, gloom, and temptation to seep in. In this state, it becomes far easier for darkness to sow laziness, doubt, and loss of faith in one's heart. Real-life observations confirm this pattern. Many who bathe late at night report oversleeping, waking with fatigue, and lacking the motivation to work. Over time, this habitual laziness eats away at opportunities. Success is delayed, blessings are missed. This is what some call an invisible poverty, not immediate, but gradual, slowly draining vitality, wealth, and willpower. On the other hand, those who align their habits with nature's rhythm notice powerful changes. Bathing in the morning or afternoon not only refreshes the body but also clears the mind, awakens motivation, and sets the tone for productivity and blessing. Energy rises, opportunities flow more naturally, and life feels aligned with divine order. What Padre Pio wanted to emphasize goes beyond the simple matter of bathing late at night. His words point to a larger principle. Human beings are called to live in harmony with the order God has established. When we act in sync with natural and divine law, blessings follow. But when we act against it, even in the smallest ways, the consequences may appear slowly but weigh heavily on the soul and body, leading to poverty, fatigue, and despair. In the next part, we will explore a vital question. If you have already bathed at these forbidden hours, is there a way to undo the damage and restore energy, motivation, and prosperity? This final revelation may hold the key to breaking free from the hidden chains of laziness and loss. After learning why bathing at midnight or before dawn can drain energy, invite laziness, and even attract poverty, many people naturally wonder, if I've already made this mistake, is there a way to undo its effects? The answer is yes. Padre Pio always taught that God is merciful, and if a person chooses to return with awareness and faith, peace and blessing can be restored. The first step is to change your habits. Train yourself to avoid late-night bathing. Instead, choose the morning to start your day fresh, or the afternoon to wash away fatigue and dust. These times not only support your physical health, but also align your spirit with the natural rhythm designed by God. Second, if you have often bathed late and feel the weight of laziness, begin with acts of spiritual cleansing. Offer a short prayer before bed, asking God for strength and clarity. Some also bless themselves with holy water or make the sign of the cross as a symbolic act of purification, believing it helps wash away lingering negativity. Third, focus on restoring energy. Sleep earlier. Wake up with the sunrise, breathe fresh morning air, and engage in light exercise. These simple actions rebuild vitality. As positive energy returns, laziness fades, discipline grows stronger, and with it comes renewed opportunities for success. Finally, always remember, every action in daily life is connected to the soul. When we choose to live in harmony with nature and divine order, health is strengthened, clarity deepens, and blessings flow more freely. This creates a positive cycle where energy, work, and prosperity reinforce one another. Padre Pio's words are not meant to inspire fear, but to serve as a gentle reminder. Be mindful of even the smallest habits, because sometimes the smallest actions shape the greatest outcomes in life. If you stayed with me until the end, it means you truly care about transforming your life. So let this moment be a small beginning. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss the next stories, lessons, and spiritual insights that could guide your path toward a brighter future. Remember, even the smallest change in your routine can open the door to an entirely new destiny.